Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Troller Trident here, back again with another COD Mobile video, and today's video we're going over the Season 5 patch notes for Call of Duty Mobile. Now, these released just a few days before the new season starts. Now, this is a patch notes video, so watch the entire thing so you know exactly what changed and what did not, but I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Just make sure you like the video if you enjoy, subscribe for new, and let's get right into it. Now, the first gun that's getting a nerf is the PP-19 Bison, and this is actually getting two nerfs. The first nerf is for damage range. So in general, without any attachments, the PP-19 Bison currently has 52 damage range, but this is going to decrease in the Season 5 update. My predicted range for the PP-19 Bison in Season 5 is around 45 to 48 range, so this means it's going to take more shots to kill at longer range, giving it a higher time to kill at longer range. So just to clarify, when it says when the PP-19 Bison is equipped without attachment, the damage range is reduced, this means in general, it doesn't matter what build you're running for the PP-19 Bison, it's going to have less damage range compared to what it had in Season 4. Now, the next nerf that this is getting is attachment based, and it's for reduced range using the monolithic suppressor and the OWC marksman barrel. Now, what I mean by attachment based nerf is on top of the nerf for initial damage, the base gun having less damage range, these two attachments, and they're actually the only two attachments for damage range on the PP-19 Bison, are going to have less range. So in Season 4, using the monolithic suppressor is going to give you plus 25 damage at range, with it being silenced as well. But in Season 5, I predict it to be around 15 to 20%, so they're limiting how much range you can get with your PP-19 Bison. And the same scenario is going to play out with the OWC marksman attachment. Right now, it gives you, in Season 4, it gives you plus 35% damage at range. In Season 5, I think it's going to be around 25% damage at range. Now, the next gun that got nerfed is the QXR, and oh boy, did this get nerfed, and I am so happy about it. It's about time. So the first nerf is for damage per shot, and this means it's going to have less damage per shot than it did in Season 4, and this is in its base model without any attachments. Like I said, adding attachments may increase the damage at range, but in its base damage, it has less damage than it did in Season 4. Now, the next change to the QXR is actually the only buff I'll be talking about in this section of the video. It's going to be increasing the chest multiplier, which is currently 1.2, and keep in mind the head multiplier is 1.3, so I'm thinking the Season 5 update is going to bring the chest multiplier to 1.3 as well. So basically you're dealing the same damage to the head and to the chest. But hold on just one second. If you want that buff with the QXR, you cannot use the enhanced bullet perk. In fact, if you use the enhanced bullet perk, you're actually going to have a lower chest multiplier. So right now it's a 1.2 chest multiplier. I'm thinking with this new enhanced bolt nerf, you're going to have a 1x chest multiplier, and that's actually going to be the only perk on the QXR that's going to have a downside. So it's going to have a minus, a red next to where it says minus 13% fire interval. Now, on top of the enhanced bolt perk getting nerfed for chest multiplier, the enhanced bolt perk is also going to get a slight nerf to the vertical recoil. So you're going to have more vertical recoil when you're using the enhanced bolt perk, and that's actually going to make it harder to hit those longer range shots and take longer range gunfights in general. And just like the PP-19, the QXR is going to have a nerf to the monolithic suppressor. So instead of plus 25 increase to the damage range, it's going to be somewhere around 15 to 20% damage increase at range. And then again, same scenario for the OWC marksman barrel. Instead of plus 30% damage increase at range, it's going to have somewhere around 20 or 25%. So they're really limiting the max range that you can get with the QXR and the PP-19. Now, the next thing that got nerfed is the OWC skeleton stock for the Locust. Now, this is not the entire gun, it's just one attachment. So in the patch notes, they described it as aiming shooting time being slightly increased. So what this means is the ADS time is increased, making it slower to scope in. And this is on top of the sniper nerf that snipers in general received last season for slower ADS time. So it's going to have a little bit slower ADS time than it had last season using the OWC skeleton stock. Now, the last thing that got nerfed is the Hawk X3 score streak, which got two nerfs. The first one for HP, so health is reduced slightly. So this means it's going to be easier to shoot down with your gun. I don't think it's going to be easier to shoot down with an FHJ. I don't know if they reworked the lock on, because it's pretty hard to lock onto that with an FHJ, but I know it's going to be easier to shoot down with your gun. And the second nerf that the Hawk X3 got is decreased accuracy when shooting continuously. So you can't really spray and pray anymore. Your first few shots in your spray are going to be more accurate than the rest. So I suggest that you pause at some points to gain control of the accuracy. Moving on over to buffs, the ASM-10 is getting a slight damage range buff, which currently the range is 48, but in Season 5, I expect it to be around 52, which is actually the damage range it was back in Season 13 in the year 2020. So I'm expecting it to be as good as it was in Season 13. So again, they're basically changing back the Season 1 nerf. And the second buff that the ASM-10 is getting is attachment based. So they're reducing the ADS speed for 2 attachments. The first one is the OWC Marksman attachment from around plus 14% ADS time to, I would say, around plus 12% ADS time. And the same thing goes for the OWC Ranger attachment. So from plus 11% ADS time to around 9 or 10% ADS time. And this is very much needed because the mobility of the ASM-10 is notoriously very low. So maybe ASM-10 meta in the new season? Now the next gun that's being buffed is the AGR-556, and it's for 3 attachments. The first one is the OWC Marksman attachment, which currently has a plus 15% ADS time, so it's going to be reduced to probably around 12 or 13% ADS time. The MIP light extended barrel from plus 10% ADS time to probably around plus 8% ADS time. And finally, the RTC steady stock from plus 12% ADS time to probably around 10% ADS time. Now, increasing the ADS time I think is very much needed because when you try and use the 5.56 rounds that give you extra damage on your AGR, you really sacrifice mobility, so I think this is going to help out with that. But I still don't think the AGR 5.56 is going to be in the SMG meta. That's it for buffs and nerfs. Moving on to other changes, they fixed a bug where you could see through walls in certain locations in Tunisia. They're also adding a new gun called the CR56 AMAX through the battle pass, and it's basically like an AK-47 but with faster mobility and faster fire rate. And don't you worry, I'll be doing a gunsmith for it as soon as it drops, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that video. And just like the AS Val, it's gonna have a semi-auto ammo attachment, which basically makes it into a marksman rifle, but I'm not sure exactly how good this is gonna be because the AS Val marksman rifle is actually very trash right now, so we'll see. Also in a new seasonal challenge, we're getting a new shotgun. Finally, it's actually the 7.52 shotgun from Warzone in Modern Warfare, and it's a pump style shotgun with higher mobility than most shotguns, and it's only very good at very close ranges. We're also getting a new operator skill called the K9 unit, and if you've ever played Call of Duty Ghosts from 2013, I think this is going to be like the guard dog score streak where he just follows you around and he runs to kill anyone that's near you. So he's kind of like a personal shot RC that can get multiple kills. He gets around 4 to 5 kills in a lifetime, and he also growls if there's anyone near you, so he's like a personal UAV as well. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, first of all, I wanted to thank you, but second of all, yes, thermites have not been nerfed. They have not been buffed either, luckily, but they have not been nerfed, and maybe they're gonna nerf it mid-season, but I don't know why COD Mobile hasn't nerfed them. Like, come on. I'm just really hoping for a mid-season nerf. Alright, that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I try to post every single day. I've been trying to upload every single day, so subscribe, you won't be disappointed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.